I found out that you were a theater kid, and so I thought, as a fellow theater kid, we kind of need to walk through this.
We do.
Because we both did regional theater, yes?
Yes, definitely.
Look at us.
I know. Here we are.
Okay, so tell me some of the productions that you... Wait, when did you start?
Well, we got to go back to the church.
Yeah.
To the church. We got to go back to the church where I was raised in the church, And I think it started with, and I hope you recognize that. You probably don't, but there was a musical that we did at the church. And all I remember about it is a song, "It all happened in the country, in a little country town." And then it was something about Jesus,
Right.
And that was my breakout moment.
You had the solo.
It all happened in the country,
Yes.
And then I moved on up to, I pledge allegiance to the Lamb, some Ray Bolts.
I pledge allegiance to
Just making them all cry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a big one. See, I did Anchor Holds.
Oh, which
the
is...
anchor holds, but the ship has been battered. That's so good.
We got the Anchored Hold. We got the Midnight Cry.
I don't know that one.
The Midnight Cry.
Ooh, that sounds like a banger.
It was a banger. It hit really hard in the late 80s, early 90s. It's really good. So I honestly, that is where it started. Like, if you can get up in front of a church congregation, you can do it.
Because they're big. They're bigger than these clubs, actually.
And it's a bigger deal because those are the people that you're around all the time.
100%.
So if you embarrass yourself, like if I embarrass myself in Huntsville, I care about Huntsville, but I'm not going to see.
Right. Kathy goes back and is like, Landon, well, he just didn't seem too good tonight. They didn't like too much.
And that's okay.
Right.
But if you embarrass yourself in front of your church people that you're with every Sunday growing up, that is a thing. So I feel like that's where I learned.
Yes.
At church. Then I moved into the theater. And actually, show choir was next. We were real big in show choir in Mississippi.
Did Jens travel and all that stuff?
All that stuff. We came to Nashville. One time we were in exhibition at Belmont. And we felt so fancy.
Oh, yeah.
We were like, I've made it. I've made it here, And so show choir was I learned a lot from that. And then I started doing musical theater at our local little theater. And my first big breakout role was the Scarecrow in Wizard of Oz. It was a Scarecrow, which I think entitles me to be Fiyero in Wicked.
Yes.
If we ever do that regionally.
Yes. Well, you're gonna go back.
And I would like to state that claim ahead of time. Y'all better not.
Well, here's gonna be the thing: is you're gonna be cast in some kind of you're gonna pull a Leanne Morgan and be cast in a major motion picture, but then you're gonna actually be craving to go back to community theater.
Well, y'all better not let me see a role that looks so fun, because I'll do it.
Well, how long did you stay? I mean, that's how you met your wife, Kate.
Well, I met her in second grade.
Oh.
At the gifted school. They shipped all the gifted kids to one campus. It was actually an abandoned campus, very on brand for Laurel, Mississippi.
Yeah.
And I remember her just being I was real little growing up, really smaller than everybody.
Yeah.
And she was real little then too. And I just remember being her, we're friends. But I had not grown into my ears till I was they hadn't grown into them till I got out of college. So I was never eligible for her. Mm-hmm. But we were always best friends, which works out really well. I mean, she was dating my best friend. It was this whole thing. Here's how I like to explain that. There's a video of cuttlefish, and the cuttlefish are this weird octopus creature.
Yeah.
Sort of. And these big old ones are fighting, the big old males are fighting over the lady one down here.
Yeah.
And then a little one, who is a male, comes in, but he disguises himself as a female. He looks like a female, and he sneaks in and gets the girl. And I am that cuttlefish.
Yes, look at you. I can feel that too. But that I feel like that's part of the charm that everybody's warmed to.
I sure hope so.
Yeah.
I just I enjoy her so much. So it's nice to marry somebody that you enjoy,
Yeah.
And she also is a theater person, and that's something I really appreciate about her. But she's better. She's a lot better than me at it. She's real good like you, and I appreciate that about her. I'm more I love to sing.
Yeah.
I love the drama. I love the high note. But she really gets into the nitty gritty of a play. And
yeah. She's got the vibrato and you've got the bravado.
Exactly. I just want to be dramatic. Please just let me be very drama.
And together you guys make the perfect actor.
We do. And we were wedding singers all from middle school on.
No. Did you have a lane we do 80s or we do 90s?
It was Mississippi, so we mostly did the prayer,
Let this be our prayer.
That's Celine Dion and Andre Bocelli.
Oh my God, I I sang that at 5 consecutive National Day of Prayers.
Oh, yes. The Italian part, either.
Yes.
And it was Mississippi, so I just said whatever I wanted to in the Italian. Who knows what I've sung?
No, you didn't.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
They thought you were speaking in tongues, and so they went,
Mondo
senza più violenza.
Yes, exactly.
Oh my God, Landon.
Yes, I really did. When we got married, we were like,
That's it.
I think our ceremony lasted like 8 minutes. We were like, get us out of here. Like,
Sure.
And it even was in her daddy's backyard because we were just like, we gotta get this going.
How old
I've
were
seen
you?
too many wedding ceremonies. 23, I was such a baby. I was still like I feel like my frontal lobe just developed. And like, why did anybody let me make life-altering decisions at that time? But this one worked out, just 13 years later.
There you go.
And an 11-year-old, it worked out really well. But my Lord, I can't believe I made any sort of good decision at that age.
Well, I was 24 when I got married, but in our small towns, we might as well have been 55.
Right? We were later than everybody
Yes,
else.
everybody's
Yes, that's the truth. Mm-hmm.
And when you had your kid, to me, you had him so young.
I know, 25.
But
that's late.
that is late.
Even a part of
I just spit all over you.
Even a part of my mama's testimony in church was that she couldn't have a baby till she was 25. And it took her that long. And that's when
She was a Sarah.
Just like, yes, stop. Oh my gosh. Yes. Y'all are gonna have to get into the word.
Yeah, you do. You need to get back in the word because God opened up that elderly woman's womb.
He did, and here I am.
Let's agree, especially in a southern town, regional theater is kind of a big deal.
It is a big deal, and I feel like we grew up so similarly. Our towns are so similar, and Laurel's so insulated, and it's its own little place. Even to this day, like, don't come there on a Sunday or a Monday because everything's closed.
Yeah,
it does its own thing. And the theater is a big deal. Like, if you when you start getting leading role, I felt like a celebrity.
These are 500 seaters.
Yeah, right, exactly.
And you're filling them up.
Filling them up day after day. We did The Wizard of Oz 3 weekends in a row.
Hell yeah.
It actually almost killed me, Wizard of Oz did.
Okay.
I got a kidney stone. And I did. I got a kidney stone, and I got a stent put in on, like, after the second weekend of shows on a Monday. And then we did the show the next weekend, and at the intermission, I was whiling away the hours, and that's the whole song. And I was supposed to roll forward, and I rolled forward and then just, like, was there. And ended up, I was, like, almost septic. And so this is horrifying to me, and I apologize to the Laurel Theater community. But in my defense, we extended this show. I was not supposed to have to be there. It was extended, but they had to put the director in my costume. No, the choreographer in my costume, and the director said my lines off the stage because I, like, literally had to go to the hospital. Like, it was like...
They were miming you.
Yes, the curtains closed, and it was like the second half of the show still has to happen, but I was dead. But, good experiences.
Oh, my God, Landon, you were singing, if I only had an oxycodone.
If I only had, like, any help. Please, someone help me.
For those that haven't had them, I mean, it is truly death. You wish for death.
And you want to
cry.
know what? It's some even worse news about it.
What?
I quit drinking sweet tea, and I haven't had one since.
When I had a kidney stone, I was 16 years old.
Wow.
The first time I had a kidney stone. And let me tell you, Landon, it was so painful. Mm-hmm. I was rocking back and forth. I was crying out to God. I think that is when I first released my prayer language. Not even kidding you. I think that was the release of my...
I love that. If that doesn't do it, what's going to bring the spirit if it's not a kidney stone?
Truly. Hey, darlings, if you're seeing this, it's probably because you're not subscribed to the Patreon, and I'm going to need you to fix that because Mama's got bills to pay, okay? I got Slim Jims to buy. I got big mountain woman things to do. We got 3 tiers, and you can join today for just $1. I got everything from vlogs to full episodes of the Hillbilly Pygmalion podcast, character interviews, and much, much, much more. Join today and become a true shit ass. Go to www.patreon.com/Andy Marie. That's www.patreon.com/ANDIMARIE.